Alright folks, welcome to a Friday video, vlog type thing. I'm just out walking Alf right now along the canal. It's an absolutely beautiful day, it really is. And I'm very grateful that we're now allowed to go out as often as we like for exercise purposes. It means that we can get back to walking Alf twice a day like we used to. He does need his walks. So yeah, I'm really glad that we can do this and enjoy beautiful mornings like this one. Right, it's super bright in here at the moment. I'm in the conservatory again, and I've just come off the chat with George Ross. I was actually lucky enough to be invited on to George's Morning Readies show, which you should check out if you haven't. It's a really good idea. He goes live for half an hour every morning from like 8:30 till 9, and updates us all with what's going on in the world of eBay and reselling, etc. And he normally has a guest on, and you can kind of just interact, and it was fun. And today I was lucky enough to be the guest, so I've just gotten off that with George, and I've now got to actually have some breakfast, and I also need to start getting my shipping sorted. I've already started picking some orders out. I do excuse the super brightness. I'm trying to control the camera as best I can considering how bright it is in this room. I think I'm doing a pretty good job, if I'm honest. But yeah, I'm going to get on and have breakfast now and sort out the rest of my shipping. Hi folks, it's actually now a Saturday morning, so I didn't actually complete the vlog yesterday, which is a bit of a shame, but it happens. I've got to say though, I'm actually pretty pleased with myself. Saturday morning, I decided to weigh myself today. I've not weighed myself in a long time. And the reason I decided to weigh myself is because I've not had fizzy drink, like as in cola or Diet Coke or Coke Zero or any of those varieties, any carbonated sugary drink. I've just not had any for weeks. I have had like the odd can of regular Coca-Cola, like the odd one, when I've been like weak and gone to the kebab shop or something, but that's been I'm having so much less, like it's almost negligible. The amount is negligible. I'm mostly drinking fizzy water or regular water, and when I say fizzy water, I just mean like sparkling water, right? And I weighed myself this morning, and I'm actually so surprised and actually really happy. I think at one point I was over 18 stone. I'm under 17 stone now, which is really motivated me. It's made me feel pretty good. I had noticed my clothes were fitting me a little bit better, so there's a long road ahead. I think ideally for my height, I need to be around the 13 stone mark, just to give you guys an idea. So I'm a good 4 stone overweight, which is a hell of a lot. But sorry, was it 14 pounds in a stone? So 14 times 4, what are we talking? 56 pounds overweight. So yeah, it's a fair amount of chub that I need to get rid of. But it's really put me in a good mood, and plus it's sunny, it's gorgeous. Beck's at home this weekend. I'm having some breakfast, egg on toast. So yeah, I've got to have some egg on toast breakfast. It's just a great way to start the day. And then I'm gonna see if I can get on with a little bit of work. I can't do any shipping unfortunately because, you know, Donut here forgot to order envelopes, and I've now got like 12 parcels already without envelopes. So that's a bit of a boo-boo on my behalf. But I'm gonna look out, maybe see if I can pick out a couple of items to list on both the general store and on the RC store, and then I'm gonna chill out and stream video games. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. So I'll add on a little bit more just to give you guys a bit more of a vlog, and then I'll call it a day. Right, breakfast has been eaten and it was lovely. Of course, egg on toast, can't go wrong, nice bit of salt and pepper on it. And I've decided to get on and just pick out a few items. You know, we're kind of, I'm looking for things to list now, as it were. This is something I was going to keep for myself. I bought this a long while ago for about £5, if that, I think. This is a Denon CD player, model DCD 520. I was going to keep it for myself, and it was actually in my hi-fi rack with my amp. I never even got around to testing it or even powering it on, so I thought to myself I was going to keep it because I do have a lot of CDs, but then I've not even bothered to use it once, so I've not even tested it. So I thought, you know what, it's time for it to go. I don't need it. I still use, we've been watching a lot of movies, so I'm better off just keeping my home cinema amp for the movie side of things, even though it's pretty good for stereo. I've not listened to CDs on the system, which is a bit of a shame, but also my amp has the ability to play music wirelessly through it if I want to. I know the quality won't be as good as on CD, but we're all about convenience nowadays in a lot of cases, aren't we? And I think this is better off going to someone that is going to care about that. Unfortunately, I don't have the remote control, which will harm the value of this. If working, I think I should be expecting between £30 and £50 maybe for this player. There is a version of this player called the DCD 520 AE, which is worth more, but old CD players can still fetch good money. I mean, if I can get like 50 odd quid for that, that's really not too shabby. So let's test it out. Right, so I've got the player now on my computer desk. Now, most bits of stereo hi-fi are going to have analog RCA outputs, so with the red and the white cable. So just to show you guys those kinds of connectors, that's called an RCA output, and you can see it's labeled line out. One is red, one is white on the back of the unit. So you just plug that in. Let me actually just put you down so that I can do this with a bit more ease. Let me just make sure you can actually see what I'm trying to show you. So that just plugs in like so. Now, this is normally you'd have the same connection at the other end, and you would normally plug this straight into an amplifier. What I'm doing is I'm going to plug mine into my mixer because I've already got it here. I use it for when I'm streaming and stuff. So I've got, instead of an RCA to stereo RCA to stereo RCA lead, I'm using a stereo RCA to 3.5mm stereo jack lead, and I'm adapting that with a 6.3mm adapter. That is going to go into one of the line-ins on my mixer. So we're just going to choose one. We're going to choose 3 and 4, why not? And it will get audio out. Now it'll just come out in mono, I believe, because I'm only going into one channel, but for the purpose of testing, that's all we need. So hopefully we will get some sound out of this thing. Ooh, okay, just power it on. So we have got power. I don't know how well you'll be able to see that because it's so bright in here. It is impossible to make out the display, but we have definitely got power. Open tray, that's always a good sign. Here is my disc. I've got this old KEF disc I got when I actually went to KEF. When I was working at Harrods, they used to send us all these cool training courses, and we went to KEF's headquarters in Kent. And they had a really cool setup, and we got this nice high resolution SACD stereo CD demo disc. So I'm going to just see if that reads it, and if it does, and we get audio out. Yep, it's read it fine. It's got immediately 9 tracks, 74 minutes. I know you can't see that. And I'm just going to press play, and when it starts playing, hopefully we're going to start hearing some sound once I actually turn the levels up. So it's playing now, and then let's see if we can get any. Yep, there you go. There you go. Yeah, it's kind of like it's going to be all classical style music. So that is definitely working. So I just turn the levels up there, and there you go. There you go. I don't want to get copyrighted or anything, although I'm sure this music is so old that it probably wouldn't count. But yeah, that's working fine. So I can also obviously plug in my headphones. I'll do that as well. I've got a pair of headphones here, which I can plug into the front, and I can hear the music playing through the headphones as well. So it's 100% working. Yeah, it's a solid machine. It's made in Germany. It's going to be decent audio quality. It's going to be decent build quality. So yeah, from £5 odd, this is going to go all the way to for about 50, I'd say. All the functions are working fine. Yeah, we're looking good. So that's going to go up for sale. Right, I've already drafted this CD player, and I was waiting for the sun to kind of go away so that there weren't as many shadows. A little tip actually, guys, look out for a grey background. A grey background is going to give you the most accurate photos without too much messing around with things like exposure compensation. I found since using a grey background, my photos are coming out a lot more detailed. So that's just like a little tip. Anyway, I'm going to just snap some photos of this and then just get this listed. So at least I've done listing at least on Saturday. Right, I've also actually just finished listing another helicopter that I've just gotten ready. So that was unfortunately the last of my large RC helicopters to list. So I'm expecting that to sell probably within the next 7 days. They don't tend to hang around long. I got it working as best as I could. It's listed, so that will probably sell really quickly. It's just this thing here. I'd already sold a couple, so it was a really easy listing. All I had to do was adjust the listing to with new photos and to match what was the issue with this one. So that's done. And it's now nearly 12:30. I'm about to go and have some lunch. I think I'm going to just call the vlog here. I know it's been a very disjointed vlog, but it's at least a little something. If you can't get enough of this amazingness, then you're more than welcome to check me out on my Twitch channel, where I will be streaming today, probably for hours. So that's twitch.tv/onlycoolstuff, and the sun is just starting to come in here, so it's completely bleached the picture, but there we go. Anyway, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Leave a thumbs up and a comment if you did, and I'll see you guys in the next one.